Hi guys, I'm Erica. I got an A star in A-level geography when I took it. Now I'm a tutor and I work for Geography Explained. So I just thought we would go through another 4-marker as part of our 4-marker series that we've been doing lately. This one is once again from paper 1, so the physical paper, and we are thinking about the carbon cycle. So I'll just read it out if you can't see it properly on the screen, but it basically says, explain the concept of negative feedback within the carbon cycle. So the same rule goes for this 4-marker as it does for all of the other ones. These questions are point marked, meaning you need to have either 4 points or 2 developed points or a mixture of both approaches. So I'm just going to shrink my massive head out of the way now, and I've put the mark scheme up instead. So I thought we would just go through it and look at what an exemplar answer might look like. So what this mark scheme actually suggests you do is start even before defining negative feedback, and that is looking at systems theory and talking a little bit about the tendency towards dynamic equilibrium to show your understanding. This is really important because negative feedback obviously wouldn't exist without that tendency towards dynamic equilibrium. If you're confused about what dynamic equilibrium is, first of all, you can check out our website where we've got a textbook that explains it. But second of all, I will explain it right now. And that is that inherent balance that we're looking for in systems. So small things might change, but overall inputs tend to balance outputs and the system can be viewed as being in harmony. So then we come on to talking about negative feedback itself. So negative feedback nullifies or returns a system towards that equilibrium. That's literally all you need to know. Negative feedback here, the role of it is to rebalance the system. So to return the system towards equilibrium. We wouldn't necessarily advise saying rebalance the system. Try and use that scientific, accurate or geographical language where you can. Development of this point would be saying counteracting the impact of earlier changes in the system. Really helpful with this answer though is using the help of an illustrative example. Now sometimes we find with 4-markers that examples are a bit of a hindrance and they don't always directly answer the question. However, that is not the case here. We're explaining something theoretical, and usually that means putting it in real life can help us inadvertently explain something. So examples that they have used here include, for example, increased atmospheric CO2 leads to both warmer temperatures and availability of CO2 for uptake by plants. This promotes increased photosynthesis rates and carbon capture or storage by plants. Therefore, with a bit of development, reducing carbon levels back to states of balance. Now, this is a really great example of a chain of reasoning, and I've spoken about those before. Examiners really like to see those because it shows a natural tendency towards development of your answer.